This is Jason Warbucks.
This is Lenny.
This is Shani.
This is your boy Steven, and you're now tuned into
The Perspicax.
What's going on, peeps? This is episode 5 of the Perspicax. Back at it another week. Man, I don't know. The vibe is still flowing, man. The vibes is flowing. The energy is flowing. Yo, prior to this, we've been recording, and the energy is still beaming. Shout out to my co-hosts Shenny, Lenice, and Warbucks, for holding it down. This is episode 5, man. And hey, 5, like I said earlier, 5 out of infinity. We're going to keep this flowing, man. We're going to keep it flowing. Shout out to our listeners again. It's been rocking with us from the jump, Canada, U.S., and Ireland. And I want to give a shout out today to a Top Black podcast for pretty much tagging us today and allowing us to be previewed on their page. So shout out to Top Black podcast today. And yeah, we're just going to keep building the vibes and, I'm loving the energy. What do you guys feel? How are you guys doing today, man? We got to let them hear your voices. What's going on?
Well, today's a good day. It's always a good day when I'm with the Perspicax. So, it's great. I can't complain. What about you guys?
Warbucks. Y'all, for everybody who is...
I'm sorry.
For everybody who's mad confused, we were testing our mics earlier, and Warbucks, for some reason, starts meowing like a cat to test his mic, and apparently he's still on that. So...
Yeah,
I was still in test mode. Sorry. Jeez.
All good. Yo, you just threw us off with the meow. That was it. Still both. What's up, bro?
But I'm feeling good. What up, family? What up, Ireland? Once again, thank you for being with us for episode 5. Shout out to the family members I put onto this.
Facts.
And now should be listening every week because I follow up with you guys.
Yep.
And shout out to everyone that just takes in the time to listen to us. I love y'all.
Yeah, much love and respect.
Yeah. I also want to big out the people that are not only listening on their phones, whatever, but driving to work and playing that on there, and so sending out videos. Say, it's a movement because I never figured, personally, man, to be in the car listening to us. You know what I mean? It's a different thought process.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But shout out to people that listen to us in their cars on their way to work, on their breaks. Big up.
Yes, we appreciate the support. It's kind of mind-blowing so far, but we're loving the journey.
Yeah. Facts.
So I wanted to bring to you guys what we're talking about this week. Every week we try to bring something new for you guys. And we were sitting here thinking about what can we bring this week to our listeners that is of importance. And we thought about one thing with COVID and everything that's happened. We looked at how the economy's been impacted a lot, and it just led us to actually thinking about businesses in general. And we just wanted to touch on a few businesses that are close to our heart and that have helped us through COVID. And we want to see the effects that everything's had with reopening up the world, so to speak. And so I just wanted to talk on a few Black businesses that I've been has personally helped me through COVID.
Yeah.
So my first one is at Gentle Souls Care. That is a mobile pedicure and manicure Black-owned business that's been just coming through with the come through.
So pretty much since COVID happened, you haven't lost a beat.
No, man. Pedicures stay on point. On point.
I
don't need to go nowhere else. They come to me. That's a service.
What's the name of the spot?
Gentle Souls.
Yo, shout out to Gentle Souls Care. Because you don't know, through quarantine, enough people did not get them foot done. So,
there's bare crusty feet out here. Enough crusty feet.
I like.
Dusty foot wanderer.
Still, and then I got also I'll have Mama's Moss. We'll drop in all these tags and links at the end of our podcast, so if you guys tune in, you can see them all and check out our YouTube page because they'll be there as well. But I've been getting my sea moss and my glow still stays on point. I'm still healthy. They were oh, COVID's gonna knock you out. I'm okay, mama said knock me out. I got you, sea moss. Let's go.
Yes.
Ain't going nowhere.
Right? Nah, yo, big shout out on that. So I need a sea moss link. So honestly, I'm gonna need to get that. I've never tried it yet, and I've been seeing a lot of people. I've seen Shaka. I don't know if you guys follow Shaka.
Yes.
Yeah, yo, he's been posting a lot. And I feel I need to try that, a 7-day CMOS challenge or something like that. I want to get on that. So I'm gonna have to hit
You
up.
get it once, you have it for life.
Yeah, facts.
Trust.
I like that. I hear that. I hear that. So yo, shout out Gentle Cares and Mama's Moss.
Gentle Souls Care, but close.
Gentle Souls Care. Hey, if you guys are, make sure you go in the comments and the description, sorry, and check out the tags because we will be tagging them. So yes, my bad on the pronunciation and the spelling, but yeah, shout out those two companies that Shenny just big up.
Yeah, what about yourself, Steven? What companies have been helping you through this?
Honestly, since COVID, since March, man, there's been a lot of companies that have been helping us. My business in general, my brand in general. So firstly, I want to shout out to my boy, Javon. So prior to this, we were doing a coronavirus documentary. He's a pretty much Javon.ca. He's a big photographer in our city. I wouldn't say big photographer, but yo, I personally, if I'm putting people on, like, I don't just say it just to say it. It's like I'm really repping for them. So yo, shout out to Javon. He's been shooting some crazy videos and some crazy business cards. So if you guys are looking for a business card, this guy has some crazy animation business cards going on right now for a fee. I think they're $200. Yeah, I'll definitely put the link on the bottom because if you see the business cards, you're gonna be like, yo, I need one of these for my business. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So shout out to Javon, and I also want to shout out to Sugar and Pops. So that's pretty much a home-based baker, and she's been rocking with us since October. So it's not just since COVID, but she's been giving us. So I've been getting sponsors from her, like cookies, baked sugar cookies, vegan sugar cookies, just the works, really. Like it's. Yeah, Shay, you were there. You were one of the.
I was gonna say, I've been there and I had that, and I was like, I didn't have one because you can't have one. That's how good they are.
Exactly.
I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just take one too many. That's what happened.
Yeah, so those two, and I can't forget Warbucks. He's in our podcast, Mr. Warbucks, Mr. Shoot It Genius himself. Have been holding us down since October. Yo, this is family. That's why I didn't want to show you on this, bro. Your family, you got to big up every day. You know what I mean? I'll shout to other people as well. Give other people some recognition.
I know. Javon's a good dude, man. Javon's a good dude.
Javon's a good dude,
for sure.
Nah, for sure. But yo, like I said, we're going to tag everyone that we're naming at the bottom so you guys could go check them out, add them up, and support like we've been supporting. So, yeah. How about you guys, Warbucks? What you been supporting this whole... Who you been supporting?
One for sure, Build Your Vibe is one I definitely have been supporting. It's supporting me.
You know the vibes.
Big ups to them. Put me onto the games. They put me onto a lot. Yeah. So they're definitely one that supporting through the madness. They were there. Got to shout out my boy Noel Photo Video. He owns a video like equipment shop that sells ring lights. So everyone that's been looking for ring lights, green screens, video equipment during COVID.
You need to tag that one because I know there's a lot of people out there.
Oh yes, that need that stuff, and everyone's been booming into the recording bit. So they've always been asking, where can I get a ring light? Where can I get a backdrop? All those things. Mm-hmm. So basically, that's one I want to promote. Next, I'm gonna put on for the sisters, Miriam Tosin, probably one of the biggest female photographers in this industry in Toronto.
Okay.
She's from when we're younger, she's been putting on a lot of work, and she's been also putting a lot of motivation towards me while we're sitting there wondering, so what are we going to do now? So there's so much more. Like I could reel off people's names I could, but like I got love for you guys. So if you're mad I didn't shout you out, I will do a video myself promoting y'all because we're all in this together.
Nah, we are.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together for sure. And yo, if we didn't name off everybody, still the whole podcast would have done. So
Yeah, man. You're sitting here like, hold on. Whose name is this? Rewind that back. I took the name again.
Right.
There we go. Underscore. But Shooting Genius, you should follow.
Nah, big facts. How about you, Lanice?
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't been using that many businesses since quarantine because I've been holed up in my house saving my money. But I do have, I've been holding it tight. But I do have some Black-owned businesses that I can vouch for. and I want to shout them out. The first one is at Lash Mommy. She's a certified lash technician, and she works out of Scarborough. Real professional, real clean. I'm scared of my eye stuff. I'm not good with eyes. But she was great. She helped me feel really comfortable, and it was good. So shout out Lash Mommy. The next one is Stay Mellow Collective. She's real cool. She's a tie-dye artist.
Okay.
So she does like t-shirts, tank tops, and socks, and it's all like custom tie-dye, high quality, looks really cool. And she can also do like skateboards, like customized designed skateboards that look really, really sick.
What?
So that's
Nice.
right?
That tie-dye link, you're gonna have
Cool.
to give me so. Cause I'm trying to come up with you're gonna have to link me that later on.
Yo, for sure. Build Your Vibe, Stay Mellow Collective collab.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Say
And
less.
she's in Durham too. She's in Durham. So
Say less. See,
It's real
this
dope.
is what we needed. This thing, support, networking, community. You know what I mean? It's a vibe, man.
I'm telling you.
This is blessed.
And the last one is, it's actually just not one person, but it's Black Therapist List. So they've been compiling a list of Black psychotherapists in the GTA,
Oh, wow.
and they have a website with all of their like info on it. So yeah, it'll all be tagged down below, but just for those of us who are looking into different like mental health resources, and you want to talk to somebody who kind of gets your context a little bit more and knows where you're coming from, that list could be super, super helpful. As a hopefully future psychotherapist myself, I'm trying to get on that list one day. So shout out to Black Therapist List.
Yo, shout out, big up yourself for that one still, because honestly, I wouldn't even have known there's lists like that if you never said that. So, yo, much respect.
Big up yourself,
Yeah,
for
big
sure.
up yourself for sure. And yo,
Yes, sir.
we hope to see you on that list one day as well. You know what I mean?
Thanks, guys.
Definitely hope to see you on that list as well. So, like we were saying, we had to come out and show some love to the businesses that's either been holding us down since COVID or been holding us down before COVID. Because at the end of the day, well, I can speak for myself. I didn't get this far where I'm at by myself. So it's nice to, show the people some love, show the people that's been rocking with us for so long some love. Because at the end of the day, we need to hear that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, we all need to hear that sometimes. So it's blessed. It's blessed 100%. 100%.
Well, I know like Lanisa and myself, we're on our journey, but you guys already have businesses. So why don't you guys just take a moment to just highlight your businesses and what you guys actually do and how you've been affected, I guess, by everything. Like, open up to us. Let our listeners know.
Yeah, Warbucks, you want to start it off still? How you been?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I felt like I should start off.
yeah. Tell them what you do, and how you been coping with it.
Well, for those who don't know, you probably live under a rock, but let me shine some light on y'all.
Wow. He said,
for
if you
about-
don't know about me,
Y'all don't know about me.
Right?
If you don't know me right now,
Yo.
all I'm gonna say.
we're grooving with them. We're grooving
Yo.
with them on the video
Yeah,
side.
vocalists in every aspect, yo. It's crazy.
So
yeah, let's
I'm not
hear
saying-
it.
That was it. That's all you got. You gotta talk now. There's levels to this. So I've been commercially shooting for about 9 years, going on 10. Worked in the field, mostly in portrait, fashion, just dabbling in everything. It's like whatever I can kind of grow and go with, I basically go with. Since March, it's been an absolute blow to me. Like it was a super knockback.
Yeah.
Because I was just finishing my program, and this happened. And since everyone had to be separate, you couldn't shoot anybody.
No.
Everyone was on complete separation from each other. So at first it was like, okay, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna promote ourselves? And it was rough. The past couple months in the whole kind of photography, videography, in the whole arts community, no one knew what to do. We're all sitting there, we're all like, well, what's gonna happen to our businesses? And I just had to say, you know what? With it being down, I'm gonna take that downtime to reinvent, to look back, see where I maybe missed a step, go back and regain that step and figure out that when the doors open up, how can we go in?
Yeah.
It's still a touch and go type of feel to it because you're supposed to distance it. When it got warmer, everyone basically just said, you know what?
Outside.
Throw your hands up. Who gives a rat's ass? Let's just go for it. Me personally, I'm still kind of scared to it.
Nah, facts.
Me personally, like people are like, hey, get close. I'm like, hey, don't get that close. Like, here is the wall.
Yeah.
You still have to be on the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
But from what I saw, this is almost like it's a revolution, a boom, because once we were able to open up again, everyone needed photos, everyone needed content, everyone needed stuff that we could say, hey, let's band together and build some content. Because I've actually built a team that can do all that now, so I don't have to take all the load myself.
Oh, and did you have this team before everything happened, or
it was a little bit before? After? It was kind of like almost like the Avenger thing. Everyone had their own little spot, but we all kind of amassed together. So for one big superhero kind of kickoff, and then everyone still has their own little plot hole stories that they have to go with. Everyone has their own kind of like feels and stuff to do.
Yeah. But
in the end, it was like, I think we'll be okay. But you know what? You always have to be prepared for the inevitable. And we're still in 2020, and Lord knows there's still how many more months.
Facts.
Look, man.
Question.
I don't even want to know what September's gonna be.
Level 8 of Jumanji is not complete.
Serious question for you, Warbucks. In the Toronto photography community, if you were an Avenger, which Avenger would you be?
Hulk.
All right, enough said.
See how quick I answered?
Yeah, that was fast.
Don't care, just smash.
Yeah, you knew.
Yo.
Don't care, just smash.
Don't care, just smash. No, I hear that. So, yo, question. So, yo, during COVID, or like since you said like stuff opening back up, do you feel like your business slowed down? Because the only reason I'm asking this, because like we've been locked up since March, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've learned a lot of skills since COVID. I mean, I know people right now that are taking their own pictures, or that are doing other things. You know what I mean? So do you feel like, yo, since that break, like, yo, is there a decline in your customers or a decline in people wanting to come? Because obviously, like I said, I've been doing stuff during COVID. So like, yeah, I mean, I'm video editing, I'm doing stuff. So like, now I wouldn't need to call somebody else to do that stuff. You know what I mean? So like, do you feel like there's less people coming to you guys now, or it's still the same rate?
Yes and no, because some people did learn some stuff. Well, we all this downtime, we all should have learned something. I learned how to do video editing as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's also to the point where some people will start it, then when they realize how difficult and how much it is, say F it.
Yeah.
They'll just go back to it because they're like, okay, yeah.
Save time.
I'm ready to do it. I have the program going. I'm going to go. It's this much work.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, I need a photo shoot for my kid. How much do you pay?
Yeah.
It's all about basically how much you're willing to invest into it.
Yeah.
That's the key word. Invest.
Facts. And like you were saying, like first of all, I know your work, and like, yo, quality and work speaks for itself. So like at the end of the day, yeah, we can all do it, but you're not gonna get the same quality and like you would have done it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can do it myself, but yo, if you want them 500 likes, I'm gonna have to call up Warbucks. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those. It's one of those still. It's definitely one of those for sure. And I can definitely attest for your work, bro, because you've been taking everything I've been posting, Warbucks has his hand in it. So if you check out our Build Your Vibe page or my personal page at Devon C, yo, Warbucks is on a different level. So yo, big up yourself, brother, family, always. And yo, keep it rocking, bro. Keep them lens.
Thank you, sir.
Keep the lens flashing. And yo, P.S. we need a photo shoot with the gang.
It's coming. People, we're gonna have a photo shoot. We might even have video for it.
The Perspicax photo shoot, video shoot, introduction to the podcast is coming soon. So, keep your eyes, ears open. And yeah.
Well, enough about me and how it's going. Mr. C, Mr. Steven, Mr. Business Mogul, Jay-Z of a group.
NASA.
What have you been going?
NASA. I'm trying to get
like Diddy.
I know, right?
The man is Diddy.
That was an intro and a half still.
Side note, he is Diddy because he sends us messages at 7:30 in the morning.
Yo.
Imagine seeing the sun come up and we're seeing
No,
good
no,
morning,
no.
my peeps.
You
I'm
know,
like, yo,
you know what's
fam,
crazy? I'm
no.
here thinking like you guys are gonna be up to it. I'm there thinking, yo, bro, not everybody's like you, bro. Chill. Like, yo.
It's a good drive for motivation, but I'm like, yo, man, 5 more minutes. I don't want. It's still 2020. I want to wake up in 2021.
No, but yo, honestly, I've been like that forever, bro. Honestly, I feel like cause of soccer, like I used to play soccer like ridiculously, and like the tournaments on Saturday on the weekends we'd look up to. So like I'd be always up like 6 a.m. just amped for the tournament. You know what I mean? So like bro, since high school, since elementary school, like I don't sleep in, bro. So if my mind works at a different rate, so it's always on a go. So like you said, like if if it wasn't like that, bro, I don't know how far the podcast would be going, how far certain things would be going in my life if I was not that mindset. You know what I mean? So even with my brand right now, like the Build Your Vibe brand, so we pretty much started that out. Crazy story, like bro, we pretty much started that out at the house, like just chilling out. Like we're chilling out on my dinner table, and we're just like, yo, bro, like. We always do this game night thing at my house. We're always like, bro, my house is the headquarters. Like, you know this. Like, you know what I mean? Everything happens there. So we're always here more times saying, how can we expand this to, like, involve everybody that we know? You know what I mean? Like, not just us 5 here, us 6 here. So we're like, yo, boom. Mm-hmm. We planned out, our first venture was the game night, but it started pretty much October. So we were like, everyone likes games are like, everyone likes Jenga, everyone likes Uno, everyone likes Connect 4. So we're like, how can we build that in a way so it's still in one space, but not only just have it as, say, a quote-unquote games night, but also have it like a networking type event. So it would pretty much be like a games networking type vibe. So we're sitting down like, boom, how are we going to do that? How are we going to get the space to do that? How are we going to put it together? Big, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do this all myself, because I gotta shout out my brother, the whole team, the whole Build Your Vibe team, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have as much connections as I was. So shout out to Twilight Restaurant in Scarborough, that's off McCowan and 401. Shout out to Sunil, because Sunil's been holding us down since October, and the people that you meet people in your life, bro, and you have to keep the connection, bro. Before October, I wouldn't have went up to Sunil, the guy that owns the restaurant, and said, like, even have a conversation with him. Because, obviously he's a grown man, like, we're on 2 different, you know what I mean, like, levels. But,
yeah.
Yep.
Where I wanted to do the spot, it was in my, what we were thinking about we're thinking, like, a general location to have the game night. So we're like, all right, cool. Twilight's a spot, but I don't know anybody that has connections. So I'm like, all right. I know a guy that DJs, and he pretty much brought that idea to Sunil, the business owner, bro. And the man's like, yeah, you could do this here for free. Like, every event, you're doing this for free. I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you serious? He's like, bro, we got to keep supporting each other. We got to keep, the man legit, that was his like thing of saying, boom, yeah, do this here. Like, we got to keep supporting. And bro, that resonated with me so hard, bro. Because at the end of the day, this man could easily charge us $200, $300 for the night to use the space. But you know what I mean? The man's seeing the vision, like seeing that, seeing what I wanted to do, seeing how he wanted to build a game site and incorporate it, and seeing how he could have benefited off of that. And that's the thing with people nowadays. It's like, if you're asking someone to do something for you, it's more like, like, what am I getting out of this? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do for me? At the end of the day, yeah, that's a nice thing if you're getting something out of it as well. But if you're also looking at it, the bigger picture, say, boom, like, this guy's event could bring me business to my place. You know what I mean? Like, he made me think whole differently with the whole thing. So that's why that game night was our first Build Your Vibe venture that we jumped into, like, since March happened. So COVID happened, and then we pretty much tried to jump to the game night live. So if you've been rocking with Build Your Vibe, you've been seeing the game night live on Instagram. We've been trying to do something different. We had find 5 items in 60 seconds, eat a lime in 30 seconds. We just had some crazy stuff going on, just trying to keep the vibes up during quarantine. And like, as stuff progressively started opening up, our third venture, we started doing the cook-off. And honestly, with the cook-off in my mind too, I'm thinking like, I know a lot of people, bro, that love food. Shenny, I know you love food yourself too. Warbucks, I ain't gotta say nothing because you've been to my crib, man. Yeah, food is the motive. So like that was the venture of saying, yo, boom, bring everyone together with food and have everyone share their vibes, have everyone share their culinary skills or share their expertise and just have everyone come together. So, yo, big shout out to Build Your Vibe and the whole movement that's been rocking. We just dropped a couple shirts. It's not even like we're a shirt company, but hey, people have been asking for it. So I've been throwing it out there as much as we could. So, yo, much love and much appreciation to the gang, to the support, to the family that's been rocking with us, from October till now. So almost a year in, and it's booming, man. I can't even complain. Can't complain at all. Cannot complain.
Oh, that's amazing. No, I personally have been to one of the I'm lying if I say one. Been to like all the game nights, and it's just a great vibe. And I guess with the whole brand that you have, which is Build Your Vibe, I think it's
much
amazing.
Respect, yo, shout out to yourself, yo, Shenny. Big up yourself, because Shenny herself has been there since day one, and no boost. Day one, Shenny's there.
Day one.
Nah, yo, big up yourself, yo. I always remember that stuff, for sure. For sure.
With the blonde hair, no?
Yes.
Oh, you get a throwback. You don't even know that.
How I Met Your Mother.
Jenny. Steven, I really like what you said about like the restaurant.
Blonde hair, red coat. I'm like,
right.
Shaggy said it was.
Denise, what were you saying? Sorry.
wow.
I was saying I really liked what you said about the restaurant and the venue for the game nights. How, like, you guys kind of just came to an understanding that it would be mutually beneficial. Like,
exactly.
You didn't have to pay to be there, but the owner realized, like, hey, all these people coming in all the time on a regular basis could become new customers for my business. So I think that's a really big thing we need to focus on, is like how we can do things that are useful for us, but are also useful for other people.
Yeah. And I feel like on a big, sorry to cut you off, but if I don't know, me personally, like, yo, I be doing things out of the straight love for it. You know what I mean? So it never feels like, yo, an obligation or you need to do things. So like, I feel like, yo, if you do things that you generally feel like you're gonna say your heart or out of love, yo, you're always gonna find positive reinforcements or positive ways about it. You know what I mean? You're never gonna say, yo, boom, like nothing negative is gonna come to your mind if you're doing stuff out of love. From personally, that's what I feel, because I've been doing a lot of things out of love, and like there's no negative. You know what I mean? It's always vibes, and so if you do things out of love and out of pure appreciation, like that's what I got from the vibes of him. Because even like now, since COVID happened, like we haven't been going to the restaurant at all. Like I've been going there just to pick up food and stuff, and I'm still hailing up the man, because at the end of the day, yo, you know what I mean? Like the man could have had me paying for the things. You know what I mean? So like 100%, you gotta show support, and love. Love is key in that aspect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's a different spin on like how a lot of things have been portrayed, especially when it comes to kind of Black businesses. And I know, like, Lanice, you were talking briefly about the restaurants. I think you got cut off with your topic. Did you want to like just continue?
Yeah,
with
sure.
that?
I was just saying that. Yeah, actually, it made me think about how a lot of people have been talking about Black-owned businesses lately. And there have been a couple people saying, well, I'm not going to support them just because they're a Black-owned business. They still need to be, really high quality, or they're complaining about the prices of the products. Like, oh, just because it's a Black-owned business doesn't mean I'm going to pay X amount of dollars for a t-shirt or for whatever service. Or saying like, oh, just because it's a Black-owned business doesn't mean they can slack on customer service. Like there's this negative connotation sometimes that Black-owned businesses don't have good customer service, or try to upcharge their customers just for like the novelty or like the name of being Black-owned. Which I don't think is very fair. But Shani, I feel like you've got some thoughts on that as well.
Oh, I definitely do, because how I look at it. No, because it's something that just really frustrates me sometimes. It's like, to support our own community, we always have a problem. It's like, what's my discount gonna be on that? Oh, you're charging for delivery. Oh, there's always a reason or an excuse why we should discount the product in time. Like you said, Warbucks, it takes time to do what you do, so that when people want to try and imitate it, they end up calling you back because they can't duplicate what you do because you're a master at your craft, right? Same thing like you were talking about, Stephen, even the genuineness of what happened with Twilight, it's allowed you to build a connection. It's allowed you to build a bond. It's allowed you to network, right? Now, we can all feed into this, and we look at the positive aspects later on. Up front, we look at the negative things. So like you were saying, Lenice, if somebody says like, if somebody says your Build Your Vibe shirt is, let's just say $50, right?
She just wrote that I give you an estimation.
Sorry. Right? But let's just say, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't spend $50 on a shirt. Mind you, the Versace shirt is $200 for just a small little clip of Versace in the corner. Yo, fam, I need to go buy that right now. Excuse me, you couldn't support your own for $50, which is too much out of your pocket.
Before you stop there, mind you,
you're dropping
Versace logos. Look up thing up in the corner. That's what you're paying for. Okay, that's all you're paying for.
The small little print,
okay?
The small prints, okay? And then you want to know why people will pay the money for that? Because they get a title, they get a name with that. Ooh, look at me, I'm rocking Versace. Or when you go buy Gucci loafers or little slippers, okay? For like $350. Ooh, I got my Gucci slippers on. Like, you can spend all that money, but then you can't support another business to help even progress whatever it is your craft is. You know what I mean? People always look at the label, and that frustrates me so much, especially within our community as well, because I'm just like, we need to do better. There's a lot of negative connotations when it comes behind work, like Black-owned businesses and how they work and how they operate. No, not everybody always has an attitude. Look at what you were just saying. You had somebody open up a business to you like that. Like there are a lot of good people out there, and like I feel like we should try to deviate away from the negative connotation that we get simply due to a few bad apples. That's why I'm so heated on that, kind of, because I know people that would just drop money like it's going out of nothing to have a picture with a Gucci belt on. But if I'm like, hey man, I'm starting my own brand and I just need about $20 just to start up, hey, can you help just purchase one of my items and rock it?
I've met people
that's gonna be hard
in a month and bought 30 shirts from me, and they're rocking the shirts every day. And I've known people for how long, and I'm gonna buy one shirt yet. Listen to me.
Listen
to me. Okay.
Right?
I have a story, man. I have a story. I have a quick story, because it irked me when this happened. So, someone I've known from around the way a long time ago, she needed maternity pictures taken. And she messaged me about it, and I said, yeah, cool, you know what? Haven't heard from you in a minute, and I'll help you out with it. She comes and sends a message. She shows me someone else's prices, and she says, can you do this? She said, $200 is too much that I don't want to pay. If I can't book you, if you can't give me any lower, I can't book you.
So go to the other person. This isn't Food Basics.
Don't waste my time.
We don't price match. It's not no frills.
Because she's like, oh, but I wanted to keep it in the family. I wanted to keep it among Black people. But she's like, oh, basically my prices are too high. She's like, if you're gonna charge that much, I'm not gonna book you. I can find better, but I just want to ask. I never felt my soul left my body so quickly.
Wow.
I wanted to teleport to that person and shut a box so hard.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what? Warbucks.
So mad.
Yo,
Warbucks. You had no idea how heated I was. I was just like, yo.
Is this how you got the name Warbucks?
Yo.
No, it's just a different time. But I was there. I'm like, nope. Customer service, because if I say something, Jesus knows. Sunday morning would have been at church.
Yo, hold that thought, man.
Repent.
Hold that thought. We have a message from our sponsor.
Catch the Perspicax on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, and other streaming platforms.
So I just had a talk with our producers. They told me to calm the hell down. I was a little irate. I was a little off my speed. So I apologize. I have to code switch for this. So,
Oh, good,
so
brother.
it is quite all
Appreciate it.
right. They,
We didn't want you to be a victim of cancel culture.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cancel
no,
who?
no. Your business is booming, brother. We didn't want any
Cancel
canceling
who? I
on
am
this end of
forever.
the.
Anyways, as I was saying, the moral of my story, if
Yes,
there is a
Hulk.
form of, see, there we go. I hoped, and I will do better. As the moral of my story, do not bring them talks to me. I have a business. I thrive off my business. My business is to ensure that my family never has to work in this madness again. So I'm going to make sure I be the winner. Do not bring them talks to me. Thank you.
Period. Point
And
blank.
I think I'm
Yo,
gonna code switch your moral for like the moral for everybody to understand is that realistically we all have to do better and support everybody the same way efforts that we would put into a celebrity promoting something we should put into the same locals putting in something, our own communities putting in something, because at the end of the day, we give these celebrities, we give these companies all their titles because we're financing them. So why don't we start financing our own and make our own brands something of significance? That's the real moral. It should be.
100%. And to add to that, like, yo, if you think about these companies, yo, they don't really need our help. Like, you know what I mean? They're running regardless. So if we can push to help the people that are in our city, like the people that are down the street from us, like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, for me,
Mm-hmm.
like, particularly, like, I never really think of like, yo, right now at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, a lot of us think like, okay, I'm doing this for right now. Like, I'm doing this to do for money for tomorrow. I'm doing this because I have bills to pay. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, the long run, like, you want things to be long term. You know what I mean? You want relationships that you build to be long term. You want the customers that you have to be long term. You need the long term effect of what you're putting out there. So you know what I mean? Like, everything that we talked about today is key in keeping that connection and in key in building your business, key in, like, you know, supporting one another. Because, yo, personally, I wouldn't be this far without the support of people that are running with the game night from day one. October, I remember the first day, October 17th, October 11th, the first game night till so to this day, to our kickoffs, so Sunday we were about to have a brunch. So you know what I mean? It's all about love and support, and really just, yo, really just putting yourself in other people's shoes. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, say, yo, boom. Hey, personally, if I wanted to be a photographer and I knew people, obviously I'd want people to come to me and support me, or you know what I mean, rather than to go to I don't know any big photographers in the world still, but you know what I mean. Like, I want them to come to me to or come to somebody that we know, come to Warbox, come to Javon, and to say, boom, I'm gonna have to go to the directory or Google to search up a photographer, because you know what I mean. Like, and that's kind of another segment. That's kind of what I wanted to build, like my next venture, to like, you know, bridging everything together, bridging the whole community together in one spot. But that's another topic. My brain's forever thinking. But yo, the whole business aspect, you need support, love. I feel is super key to whatever you're building. And a big shout out to another company that's been holding us down. So shout out to Christy. She's part owner of Star Apples, and this week I wanted to bring her in and pretty much have her input and, you know, give us a rundown on the business side and how COVID has affected her. So she's runs a restaurant in Bowmanville, Ontario. That's in Canada. So yeah, I have Christy coming up next.
You're now tuned into the Perspicax.
This is Christy and Ines from Star Apples Restaurant in Bowmanville. So, what are some of the challenges we've experienced? Since COVID, the main challenge when the pandemic just started and the lockdown began was staff challenges because people couldn't come out to work. And so we had a very reduced crew operating with. So that was a huge challenge for us. It meant the staff having to do some long extended hours for quite a bit of time there.
And what do you think makes our business thrive?
Our business thrives because people crave the taste, the real taste of Jamaica. They want consistency and they want value for money. And our restaurant offers all of that. We have the consistently good Jamaican taste, and it's at good value.
Do you think COVID has reformed marketing for a business?
I think it has reformed marketing for a lot of businesses, not so much ours, because we were always using social media and using the internet as our main avenues of marketing. We didn't use any of the traditional marketing methods to begin with. And so, yeah, I think now more people are realizing that you go to the social media and you go to the internet for information that you need.
And what do you think made us continue to persevere during these hard times?
You know what? As the weeks went on, we saw that the community rallied around us. There were people who were ordering dinners on different days just to support local businesses. And that was a huge boost for us. It was, and it was heartening, because whereas at the start of the pandemic, you're sort of worried saying, boy, is this it? Are you going to have to close down? And then you see that the community rallies around you. It sort of encourages you. And I think that's what made us thrive, that we had community support.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me and answering these questions, and we'll see what Steven and them have to say.
Yeah, thank you, Christy. Yo, shout out to Christy again. Like, yo, if you guys haven't been to Bowmanville or don't even know where Bowmanville is, we all have the Google Maps. We all have Waze. We all have Google and Zoogle. You know what I mean?
Really, guys?
Yes.
We have Google and Zoogle. So yo, if you need the Zoogle link, just at Shenny Shakes. But Google, that everywhere still. So
Zoogle 2021.
I feel like every time you guys come for me, we have to shut down the show because it's just not right.
Hey,
well, it's you and me, man. It's you and me.
One of us be shutting down the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It's somebody. Had to be somebody. So, yeah, man. Yo.
Well, we thank you for coming out today and listening to us.
Right,
and
hopefully.
Part of our world.
On your drive.
Part of your world.
What's your piercing us?
This is a vocalist episode?
I'm on the Disney tip today.
Is that what's happening next week?
You know how hard it was?
Episode?
You know how hard it was not to sing High School Musical when you said we're all in this together? Yeah.
Now, what episode?
Shani and I were
we
doing
gotta
the
bring out our
choreography.
hidden talents. I feel like everyone in here got too many hidden talents that is not being shown still. Nasa. I'm just finding out Lanice is a comedian, low key, high key.
Really, well, high key sometimes, low key other times.
And Warbucks. So yo, yeah, we're learning a lot of new things today. Like you said, yo, keep listening, keep sharing the link. Yo, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, share, like, comment. Yo, send us in your feedback, subscribe. Yo, do all them fun things with your mouse. Click, click, click. And yeah, yo, just keep building, keep helping us build. And man, much love for the support.
Send feedback.
The Perspicax, episode 5. This is Steven signing out.
This is Shani.
Lanice signing out, or we're doing a new thing. Signing out.
Okay, well, this is Shani signing out.
We good. We Gucci.
This is Dr. Goodlove signing out.
Wow.
Move up, move up, move up.
We can't wait to hear your thoughts and see your views. Post your comments. We'd love to hear from you.
This is Jason Warbucks.
This is Lane.
This is Shani.
This is your boy Steven, and you're now tuned into
The Perspicax.